Now call the meeting of the Carbon County Board of Commissioners to order. Please rise for a moment of silence, prayer, and the pledge of allegiance.
Father, may this be a safe space for people to express their opinions and a place where ideas matter more than titles. Enable us to acquire and understand the accurate information we need and its implications so we can make informative decisions. We pray that you comfort the families devastated by the damaging weather this week, and we pray for the people of Ukraine and their family members around the world. We ask that all those involved respond with wisdom and courage that a peaceful resolution can be achieved. Amen. I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
These proceedings are being recorded for the sole purpose of constituting the accuracy of written minutes. Tapes are reused, eliminating recorded records of these proceedings. Approval of the minutes of the previous meeting held March 24th, 2022.
Motion approved.
Second,
Mr. Arner?
Yes.
Mr. Notstein?
yes. Are there any guests concerning county business at this time? Hearing none, we'll move on. This time, before we move forward on the agenda, I'd like to call on Chris King with Claire, our Veterans Affairs Director, to please come up and talk a little bit about your event on Tuesday, 29th, Vietnam Veterans Day celebration that we just had.
So on Tuesday, we were able to bring together 100 Vietnam veterans and 60 spouses, friends, relatives, all came together at the Lehighton Legion to celebrate Vietnam War Veterans Day. We actually hit capacity early in the week, so we're able to take names. We'll be sending certificates and pins to everyone in the mail who wasn't able to join us. It was a fantastic day. It was really heartwarming. We heard remarks from Mike Hoffman, a veteran who served in Vietnam and Afghanistan, which is amazing. The veterans were treated to a wonderful lunch, and everyone received a bag that contained cookies that were donated by the Nesquehoning Girl Scouts, cards from St. Jerome Regional School and also Panther Valley Elementary School. Information on upcoming events, which can be always found on the Carbon County Veterans Affairs Facebook page. Stress balls and pens from Carbon Monroe Pike Mental Health. Vietnam veteran keychains that were purchased by our suicide prevention initiative. The Vietnam veteran lapel pin and some other trinkets from Wilkes-Barre VA suicide prevention team. Yesterday, I hardly worked, I'll be honest. I received so many calls and texts and emails, Facebook messages from spouses, from the veterans themselves. They were just thrilled with the entire day. It really struck me that, a free meal and some small, trinkets and tokens of our appreciation can make such an impact on these people. And it just struck me that something as small as that to show our appreciation is what was missing for all these years. So, we see these guys in our grocery store every day with their Vietnam veteran hats on. It doesn't have to be Vietnam Veterans Day for us to say thank you to them. So that was our day. We do have a lot of upcoming events. We're hosting a hike and a resource fair at the lake in June, and we'll also be having something for women veterans and the local Girl Scouts. Because of some of the feedback that we received on Tuesday, we are also going to start a Vietnam Veterans Breakfast Club so they could come together for coffee and camaraderie. So we have a lot of things on the horizon that I'm very excited about.
Would you please tell me, no, you told me already, tell the public what your family did as well and all the hard work that you put into this program.
So my sister made the favors. There were little buckets with candy and flags, and we had one winner from each table. They were able to take that home. And then it was my children's classes who made the cards, and my daughters, the Girl Scouts. So it really was a family effort. Service kind of runs in our family. I'm a veteran, my dad's a veteran. So we all really enjoyed putting all of this together.
And her son is really a World War II buff.
Yes.
And they make their annual trip to World War II weekend at the Reading Airport, which is the first weekend in June. It starts actually Thursday, but Friday, Saturday, Sunday. If you've never been to anything like that, you never went there. You have to see it to believe it. Over 1,000 reenactors, all the different military, the mess tents, the uniforms, the UBO or veterans, USO shows, mock shows, all the military equipment, the aircraft from World War II and everything. 2 years ago, I guess, or 3 years ago, unfortunately, they didn't have it last. They did last year, the year before they did, but amazing the amount of people go to this and to really see the reenactment, the firing of the little skirmish between the Germans and the Americans and MASH units, mess tents where you can actually eat in. They make breakfast there and everything. It's just unbelievable the amount of people in uniforms that participate. That's the tanks, the old military vehicle, everything. So I just want to mention that her son was a buff, and the real reason I wanted Christine today was to publicly thank her, because I was standing at the door when a lot of our veterans were leaving. We're all thanking her. But I wanted to thank Christine publicly with the media, with their help, everything she did to make this program happy. The hardest part we had was signing all those certificates. It's back. But thank you, Christine, for everything you do for our veterans, for providing this program. And I'm looking forward to that breakfast club.
And all of them just have great praise for Christine, like you brought a lot to us. And there's not one veteran that does not like you. I mean, they're not now, when I, well, they still like you. They might not agree sometimes with what you say, but they all, and one of the comments when I left, they want to know when they're doing it, if we're doing it next year again. So,
I mean, we were really fortunate to have this grant money to do it. And a lot of times there's so many things that you can't use grant money for. And a lot of times food is one of them. But food brings people together. I don't think that we would have had the response we did if it was just a get together, a social gathering. So just being able to do that, and hopefully we'll be able to continue to receive this grant funding and keep doing programs like this.
and they got a well-deserved meal. I think that was another comment from them, that they thought they were just gonna get like sandwiches or whatever. And they had a great meal and they were very appreciative of it. So thank you for what you do.
Chris, before Chris has just joined us by phone. I hope you caught the tail end of that. I had Chris King come up today, not only to talk about the program on Tuesday and how full it was and how the veterans really appreciated, but most of all, how her family was involved, and to thank her publicly for putting that program on. It was certainly a great day.
Yep, great, thank you.
Okay, thank you. Anything else? Media, before she has to get back to get to work and make up for what she didn't do yesterday. But it was a good thing when you get that kind of compliments and from all those calls and the thank yous and emails from all the veterans that attended. It does show their, that they appreciate what you do for them. So, Amy, do you have anything?
Good, thank you.
Emily? We're good. Okay,
All right.
now you can go. There you go. Okay, we had no guests, Chris, so we'll move on to opening of the bids. The opening of the bids for the food service at the Carbon County Correctional Facility.
Okay, good morning. Like we have two bids. First one is from Aramark Correctional Services LLC. Sorry about that. Like the total bid is. Is this Trinity? Aramark. Oh, you're on, baby.
Okay.
Lost the, bidder name.
Right, so you're one, you're two, you're three. Is one.
Okay, all right, sorry. Okay. All right, excuse me, the Trinity bid, the Trinity Services bid for year one is $667,347.75. Their year two bid is for $700,845.99. The third year pricing is $735,652.75. Other bidder was Aramark Correctional Services LLC. And their first year bid was $687,760.74. Their year two bid was for $722,044.09. Their third year bid is for $758,159.38. Only two bids that we have.
Yeah, I'll make a motion to table it for 2 weeks until we have time to review it.
I'll second.
Mr. Honor?
Yes.
Mr. Lukasevich?
Yes.
Mr. Notstein?
Yes.
Okay, the next item is the report of executive sessions held.
There was one executive session held on Monday, March 28th, 2022 at 3 p.m. for personnel reasons.
Department reports, the budget transfers.
Motion approved.
Second.
Mr. Honor?
Yes.
Mr. Lukasevich?
Yes.
Mr. Notstein?
Yes.
There were no supplemental appropriations. Expenditures, approval of payroll check numbers 74220 through 74243, and direct deposit check numbers 6040271 through 6040700 for the payroll paid through the payroll fund checking account for all county funds totaling $627,688.33. This is the payroll dated March 25th, 2022.
Motion to ratify.
Second.
Mr. Honor?
Yes.
Mr. Lukasevich?
Yes.
Mr. Notstein?
Yes.
Approval of check numbers 227498 through 227607 for expenditures to the general fund clearing account totaling $320,456.90.
Motion approved.
Second.
Mr. Arner,
Yes.
Mr. Lukasevich,
Yes.
Mr. Notstein.
Yes.
The treasurer's report.
Motion approved.
Second.
Mr. Arner,
Yes.
Mr. Lukasevich,
Yes.
Mr. Notstein.
Yes.
The personnel report for county departments.
Motion approved.
Second.
Mr. Arner,
Yes.
Mr. Lukasevich,
Yes.
Mr. Notstein.
Yes.
Acknowledgements for courts and row offices.
Motion acknowledged.
Second.
Mr. Arner,
Yes.
Mr. Lukasevich,
Yes.
Mr. Notstein.
Yes.
Correspondence was received as listed. Copies will be made available to the press upon request. Ad hoc probation. For ratification, submission of the grant application for funding from the Pennsylvania Commission on Crime and Delinquency for the 2021-2022 Justice Assistance Grant, Local Initiatives Funding. The grant funds will be used to hire 2 pretrial officers and a part-time sentencing guideline technician. The program will focus on the utilization of evidence-based decision-making during bail and sentencing decisions. It's a 2-year grant totaling $250,000.
Motion approved.
Second.
Mr. Arner,
Yes.
Mr. Lukasevich,
Yes.
Mr. Notstein.
Yes.
Advertising. Authorize the advertisement of the first public hearing notice by Zoom regarding the fiscal year 2022 CDBG CV funds and application for entitlement and non-entitlement communities.
I know Chris is on delay. That's why I was
Yeah.
going first. I'll make the motion. Okay.
Mr. Arner,
Yes.
Mr. Lukasevich,
Yes.
Mr. Notstein.
Yes.
CCT Lanta for adoption and execution. Resolution for adoption finalizing the grants administration procedures with Lehigh and Northampton Transportation Authority issued on December 16th, 2021.
Motion to adopt resolution 22-006.
Second.
Mr. Arner?
Yes.
Mr. Lukasevich?
Yes.
Mr. Notstein?
Yes.
Children and Youth for approval and execution, the fiscal year 2021, 2022 purchase of service, in-home service provider agreements submitted for the vendors as listed and as per the attached rates.
Motion to approve it.
Second.
Mr. Arner?
Yes.
Mr. Lukasevich?
Yes.
Mr. Notstein?
Yes.
Planning and Development. For approval and adoption, resolution was received from the Planning and Development Director for approval to apply for a DCNR Community Recreation and Conservation Planning Grant and the commitment of $100,000 of matching funds to update the current county comprehensive plan and greenway plan.
Move to approve and adopt.
Second.
Mr. Arner,
Yes.
Mr. Lukasevich,
Yes.
Mr. Notstein.
Yes.
The Sheriff's Department for approval and execution. An annual maintenance agreement with Johnson Controls Fire Protection LP of Allentown, Pennsylvania for the CCTV security camera system located in the Sheriff's Department. The term is February 1, 2022 through January 31st, 2023. Total cost is $8,646.85. This is an increase of $724.17 from last year. The state contract pricing number 23,962.
Move to approve and execute.
Second.
Mr. Arner?
Yes.
Mr. Lukasevich?
Yes.
Mr. Notstein?
Yes.
The solicitor's report.
Thank you. Thank you. Banner request for approval and execution. A banner request submitted for the 81st PA Company K Civil War Reenactors of Jim Thorpe for Civil War weekend, May 21, 2022. Banner request May 16 through May 23, 2022.
Motion to approve and execute?
Second.
Mr. Honor?
Yes.
Mr. Lukasevich?
Yes.
Mr. Notstein?
yes,
Correctional Facility for approval and execution, agreement with Carbon Monroe Pike Drug and Alcohol Commission of Stroudsburg to provide drug and alcohol treatment counseling services for the inmate population at the Carbon County Correctional Facility for the term January 1, 2022 through December 31, 2022, at a cost of $68,597, which is paid through prison commissary funds.
Move to approve and execute.
Second?
Mr. Honor?
Yes.
Mr. Lukasevich?
Yes.
Mr. Notstein?
yes,
4476 Susquehanna Street project for approval and execution. Change orders 1 through 3 to the contract with CMG of Easton Inc. of Easton, Pennsylvania at a cost of $717.26 for a new contract total of $95,717.26 due to change orders as listed.
Move to approve and execute.
Second?
Mr. Honor?
Yes.
Mr. Lukasevich?
Yes.
Mr. Notstein?
yes,
For approval and execution, change orders 1 through 5 to the contract with Liebold Inc. of Pottsville, Pennsylvania at 4476 Susquehanna Street at a cost of $21,031 for a new contract total of $590,531 due to the change orders as listed.
Move to approve and execute.
Second?
Mr. Honor?
Yes.
Mr. Lukasevich?
Yes.
Mr. Notstein?
yes,
Emergency Operations and Training Center for approval and execution. Change order number 1 to the contract with CMG of Easton, Inc. of Easton, Pennsylvania. Eliminate the chimney in its entirety for chimney lining bricks and interior walls. This change order decreases the contract by $23,870 for a new contract total of $4,774,130.
Motion to approve and execute?
Second.
Mr. Honor?
Yes.
Mr. Lukasevich?
Yes.
Mr. Notstein?
yes,
Mock Chunk Lake Park for acceptance, proposal received from Tricia Snisky of Jim Thorpe, Pennsylvania, for lease of the camp store concession located at Mock Chunk Lake Park commencing May 2022. Annual rental payment is $1,125 for first and second years plus utilities.
Motion to accept?
Second.
Mr. Honor?
Yes.
Mr. Lukasevich?
Yes.
Mr. Notstein?
yes,
Planning and Development, a resolution for adoption acknowledging the Carbon County 2021 Hazard Mitigation Plan.
make a motion to table that,
I'll second.
I'll second.
How long?
hopefully for 1 week. I did talk to planning and to emergency management on the final revisions to meet our request, Chris. So hopefully for next week, I told him I want it by Monday. 2 weeks, I better make it 2 weeks.
Yeah,
I'll amend the motion 2 weeks, or in the motion 2 weeks, okay?
That's good. Second.
Mr. Honor?
Yes.
Mr. Lukasevich?
Yes.
Mr. Notstein?
Yes,
nothing further.
Any further business? Hearing none. Commissioners reports, Mr. Honor?
The only thing I have is, we got a donation, not all, but, $2,000 from Lois Peter. I think that's how I pronounce her name. If I pronounce it wrong, I apologize. But I think she's one of the ones that always continues giving money to us. So thank you very much for her doing that. And, back to, Christine with the Legion and the veterans, our veterans food giveaway. When we started off, we wanted to have 10. Well, I wanted 100. The lady said, you might get 10. Well, I got to where I wanted. There's 100. Now my next goal is going to be 200. And it's growing all the time. In fact, I think I got 4 new ones at the banquet the other day. And there's a lot of them that are not aware of it. And I told them they deserve it. When I talk to them, they say, well, I can't take it. I said, you deserve it. Come and get it. So I'm trying to, they're just too proud. But I go back to it again, you got to give $2 for a tomato, and we got to help them people out whatever we can for what they've done for us. So anybody that wants to pass anything along to them, please pass it on. They can call me. All I do, I'm the middleman. I give it to Henry, and Henry takes care of it, and they get the food the next month. And I think up at Weatherly, when I was up the last time, they're getting approximately $70 to $80 worth of food. I mean, it's a lot. So, and I said, now this grant runs out in June, and then I think there's a new one that other providers are gonna provide the money for the food for them also. So it's gonna continue. So like I said, anybody that knows a veteran, please tell them to come out and get it. So thank you, and that's all I have.
Mr. Lukasevich?
Yeah, three items. First and foremost, again, I think re-emphasize the job that Christine and together with veterans did on hosting the luncheon during the Vietnam War Veterans Day. A job extremely well done. Parks and Recreation Commission, we are looking for a board member. So if anyone is interested, someone who utilizes Mock Chunk Lake Park on a regular basis and would like to provide positive input to shaping the experience at Mock Chunk Lake Park, I'd ask you to reach out to Dave Forbat, the director there, and indicate your interest in becoming a commission member of Parks and Recreation. Lastly, I want to thank Rick Parsons for another great initiative with the Justice Assistance Grant. Yet at the same time, I don't want to misconstrue what we did today, moving forward with the grant, to be misconstrued of having determined that an additional 2.5 permanent employees is what is necessarily going to be the eventual outcome of this. But this is the first necessary and critical step to assess the possibility of implementing, at least in a temporary sense, for the length of the grant, an opportunity really to divert individuals out of our prison system and help alleviate many of the challenges that they have, and again, the stress that places on the prison and those who work up there. That's all I have.
Mr. Notstein?
Yes, two issues. First of all, the three commissioners completed our tours, I should say, of the 5 senior centers throughout the county. I think we're all tired of ham and eggs for all the meals. I must say, we had a good turnout at all these events, and got to talk to a lot of the people. The biggest subjects, of course, well, start off in the good one, was everyone wants the senior games now. We are going to be doing the senior games this year, starting on May 17th. We know it's election day. It wasn't realized at the time when the date was set by aging, and they're working on the final details yet. It's not going to be quite as big as before, but hopefully we'll come back full steam next year. And everywhere we went, even on the streets, people were asking, when are we going to start the senior game? So we're finally going to get them off and running. So a lot of planning to do that on that yet, but we got a lot of comments and questions and hammered on different issues, from the meals or the not having the meals available. And the big thing there was that we can't deliver meals to 2 or 3 people at a senior center. I wish the seniors that we have out there would be attending these functions more readily or frequently, because we just can't afford to pay for the little meals now. It only costs you $2 for the meals when you have a hot lunch and that, but it's not cost effective for them to be delivered to 2 or 3 people. So I wish our seniors, more seniors, would sign up for these programs and make themselves available. Sure, in the top of the mountain, we got the comments about the weather and everything, but please get out there, enjoy yourself. It's the meeting of the other people, the friendships that you make, their games they play, etc. It's extremely important that we get a push out there to have more seniors attend these functions. Now, everyone we went to was probably 3 times the normal amount
Yeah,
of people
'cause
that we
Most
had.
of, most of them had 75 people there, and normally they only have between 10 and sometimes at the most 20.
Yeah.
And Wayne said we got hammered. It was actually constructive criticism that we got. But no, and it was issues, like I said, it's minor things like Wayne said with the food. It's like if we would have like 6 more people coming out, it would be great. Then it's no issue with bringing 8, 10 meals down. But they just can't bring 2 down, and it's like and that's what it's there for. We have these senior centers open for them to come out, and I said, I made the comment, like, if you sit on your recliner all day, you're gonna die there. I mean, it's not maybe a rude thing to say, but let's get out and we're trying to help you out. I mean, we don't want you to sit in your recliner the rest of your life.
And
So-
it was constructive criticism. If they don't talk up, we don't know what the issues are. We can't
Yeah.
fix it if they don't tell us about it. And I wish the other senior centers would have been a little bit more vocal. Once they got started, they took off.
It
was time to get out of there.
Yeah. Time to get out of
I'm
Dodge.
only kidding.
No, it's all
I know, I'll gladly go back anytime, but it was very good.
No, and when we explain it to them, like a lot of times and it doesn't matter what it is in the county, when you explain it to the people, then they understand what it is. I mean, there was issues with the busing that, and it's like, if the busing was more efficient, then it might create a problem that they're gonna have to lay a bus driver off. So it's, you know what I mean? It's like, how do you do this? It's bad when one neighbor gets picked up by one bus and then another one gets picked up by another one, but sometimes they're not always going to the same place. So it's sometimes looks can be deceiving.
Okay. The other issue I just wanted to bring up, it's the Carbon County Collaborative is having their annual Human Services Priorities Breakfast after a 2-year absence, sponsored by the Carbon County Collaborative Board. And this year's theme is Carbon County Resiliency. And we're going to talk about most of it is about how we survived the challenges we had during COVID and continued issues that we have with certainly the higher increase in suicides, mental health issues, has really increased our caseloads, and especially in the mental health unit, not only here in the county, the aging office, the prison, the school districts, and all the way across the board. It has really created a strain on the system with mental health. I know that's one of the priorities for the County Commissioners Association is additional funding. Several years ago, about 10, 12 years ago, the funding was cut by 10%. A lot of it's been flat funded. We'll see what happens this year. There's a proposal to increase the funding, but without the funding, we can't provide the services. And it's a lot of money that's going into the mental health. What is their budget? Well over $11 million for the Carbon Monroe Pike mental health unit and all the services they provide. What?
No, we can. Are you sure?
Yeah.
Okay. All right.
Okay. All right.
We'll let you go this
Okay,
week.
I,
We'll
have the information.
have more news next week for you.
Call their attention to the personnel.
No.
Well, yeah, the other issue is our solicitor has decided to abandon us. Leave us sitting here. He's been solicitor for just over 10 years. He's done a fantastic job for us. We're working on the replacement. We'll have an announcement next week on who is going to take that position, but Dan has always been available by phone, has gone out of the way for us many times and on lots of different issues. The person filling his shoes has a big job ahead of it, so, or her. So we'll want to thank Dan for all his service and well, January 5th, or January, I don't even know what that is. April 15th, tax day, maybe we'll have some milk and cookies for Dan here, after the meeting for everyone that attends, so, and celebrate his 10 years here with Carbon County. Thank you, Dan.
And we've got, and not just like we praise them, I think other counties and other, I could even say like school districts or whatever, come to me and say, we wish we had him. And I've dealt with a lot of attorneys, Dan, and I would have to say you're on the top. Not that I'm trying to get your ties, but I mean, it's like, well, I sort of might have gave you a list, but it's the truth. You have been, I mean, I've come to you for numerous questions and everyone got answered, and it was not sometimes the way I thought it was going to go, but you gave me the right answer. So thank you very much for what you have done while I've been here.
Chris, any comments?
No, I'll go ahead and stand by it like 3 weeks when I get out the door.
Yes, the
Okay.
county administrator has strictly admonished me that I cannot check out early, so I'm under those orders.
Chris, you're not getting some of his ties, I am.
Okay, no further business, meeting adjourned. Okay, Emily, you want to go first today?
Sure. Can we just go back to the adult probation grant? Can you just talk a little bit more about that program and like why it's needed here?
Well, unfortunately, Carbon County has a large caseload. Considering the size of us, we're compared to the 5th class counties, counties more than twice the size of us. And the program that we seem to be centered, the Epic Center for the drug program, as you heard Christine say, we have unfortunately the highest suicide rate among our veterans. We're trying to identify and divert people from the prison system and educating not only our police departments, our other emergency responders, that putting a person and looking at the statistics, the amount of time that people are sitting in the prison, et cetera, they're not getting any better waiting for their pre-trials or other court proceedings. And what we're trying to attempt to do, identify these people that need the help now, get them into the right system. They don't all belong in a prison. A lot of them are arrested and sitting in our prison, and for minor issues that they shouldn't even be in there for. So I don't know if our solicitor
Well, and even with the thing like before, like the public defender is trying to get prisoners out of prison, and this is trying to catch it before they get into prison to get them help, And if there's some that we can do, like I said, there's different facilities that are opening up now, either for DUIs, and that's what we want to do. We want to cut them off before, the low impact people are going to prison, and then they sit in there for 3 months, and then it winds up our public defender is trying to get them out. And that's going to save his life. And not that it's just saving his money, it's helping the people. I mean, you're a low impact person and you sit in in prison for 3 months, you're not going to be low impact anymore. That's going to affect you. So that's where we're going, sort of like cut them off at the pass, not let them get in.
diversion programs and reduction of recidivism, getting them in the right programs right away. Sitting in the prison, we can't provide all those programs in-house. Anything else? Ryan?
Nope, I'm good.
Kelly?
Is the 911 annual report, is that available electronically?
We're gonna have Gary come into the meeting next week, and it's telecommunicators, that's next week. So we're gonna hold off a week, and then we'll have Gary come in from the communication center to do a proclamation for the telecommunicators and talk about the report.
Always next week.
Okay?
Thank you.
Good
Amy?
morning. With regards to the bids that were open today, how many inmates is that calculated on? How many meals?
I don't know. Was it 200, I think? Yeah, I think it was,
Sit down for corrections officer.
yeah, it was 200.
It's higher than 200 because
Yeah.
you have to include sack lunches and correctional officers.
Okay.
But I have that.
Okay,
If
can you email
you
that?
want me to email it.
Yes, please. With regards to the ECNR $100,000 the Greenway plan, can you talk a little bit about what exactly is going on there? The resolution.
Oh.
Kelly, that's the decade requirements update or Park County.
Oh, yeah, okay,
We're looking at a series of grants
yeah.
to help fund that.
Yeah, it's quite an extensive plan, like the mitigation plan is a good thick book, and they have to go out to all the municipalities. There's hearings required on the updates on the comprehensive plan. So this is the funding for that plan. It's a 10-year plan, I believe. Every 10 years, we have to go through the rest.
And one last thing is actually for the solicitor, so I was glad Ellie kind of gave the nudge, because I was going to ask him, does this mean you are retiring fully from everything?
Yeah.
So what are your future plans then?
I'll be able to flesh that out a little bit more for you in 2 weeks. I've been able to focus on that since she's telling me I have. The main focus on the job in front of me.
Okay,
So, yeah, I'll be glad to talk to
perfect.
you. Thank you.
That's all I have. Thank you.
Okay, thank you.
Like everybody.
Hey, thanks, Chris.
All right, have a good day.
You too.
Chris.